Silvia.
Yes.
Silvia. Is the mic hot? Is it, listen carefully, is it hot? Hot. Hot.
We've already done our sound check, Paul.
I know, but I've never used that term before. I thought I'd take the opportunity to say that this mic is hot.
My God. What's going on? That's one of my only essential skills is CPR, but I'm too far.
Yeah, swallowed it. If you can't spit it out, you just have to really try hard to swallow it. That's how you do you're like a self-inflicted Heimlich. What do they say? What do they call it? Heimlich.
No,
They don't.
The hind.
they
when
don't call it that.
We're on, Paul.
Oh,
There's a countdown going on here. I'm doing it right here. Remember when we did the whole show from your car?
that was panic.
We almost had to today.
It could happen again.
I was prepared to do the show from a payphone. I cashed in over $1,000 in quarters. I was prepared. I have it all right. Oh, you look nice. You look nice. It's going to be a tough show with no technician.
What?
Oh, I'm running the show tonight. It's a long story.
We're doomed.
Good luck to us.
doomed.
Good luck
After the
to
show,
us.
doomed.
so yeah.
That's why we're
Good luck
late.
to us.
That's
Oh
why we're
my
late.
gosh.
No
Well, I've been
technician.
having negotiations. I've been having
Who knows?
negotiations with Bell Canada.
I understand.
Finally, they came through at the end. You know, our lawyer, that guy, he's a bastard. Okay, I'm going to start the show any minute now.
Oh, yeah? Hey, welcome to our live stream, everybody.
We're the Water Street Blues Band, and this is Talking About Live, coming at you every Wednesday at 9 p.m. and at 9:05 in Ural Stand.
I'd like to say hello to my relatives in Ural Stan and welcome everybody to the show.
Yeah. All right, and there we are.
There we are, finally.
Well, in living color.
In living color. I'm Rob. I'm the
Yeah, I
guitar
said
player for the Water Street Blues Band, and to my left is...
I'm Silvia, and I play keys and squeeze, accordion that is.
And I'm Paul Sapunzi, and I play a variety of instruments. I do, and I arrange things.
Paul,
How am I so little in the middle today?
Where's...
Let's get the show going, eh?
No. Where's Fluffy?
How do you press? What do I press now?
Usually,
What's the next thing I have to press the button?
Where is Fluffy?
Oh, that's true.
Fluffy is okay.
Usually.
Ever since Easter Sunday. Remember Easter Sunday?
No.
No, he's tired. He's really tired.
What?
He put on a lot of weight. and we had to send him away. So I'm going to be running the show tonight myself. I've got a lot of cool things lined up. But he likes, Fluffy. He likes to go away every Easter for a little while.
He helps the Easter Bunny. He helps the Easter Bunny.
We've been looking for him all day, and he's nowhere to be found.
He's a bastard.
No.
I've been calling. Yeah, no, I got him a cell phone. Anyway, right now though, I know he's away. He's at a special farm to lose weight and stuff. Anyway, he'll be back. He'll be back after Greek Easter.
Okay.
In May 2nd. We're gonna do a special show around Greek Easter, and Fluffy will be coming back to the show. And it's gonna be a big announcement, and you're gonna see a new and improved, thinner, slimmer, better looking, more sex appeal Fluffy.
Okay.
I'm very afraid for Fluffy.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, it was good.
Well, Silvia,
it was a really good Easter.
All right. Well, today we usually celebrate whatever the International Day is, and how apropos, this is the year of the health and care worker, and today is the actual World Health Organization Day. Okay, many years ago, probably in 1948, everything
probably
started in
randomly in
1948. World Health Organization began, and it also is, of course, year in health and care worker, and it's especially important at this time, because we're under a little bit of a lockdown. So everybody do their best to stay away from everybody else.
And when it's your turn, get the jab.
Play the thing. Oh, they have to play the song now.
Just a little bit longer. Just a little
now.
bit longer.
Hit it. Okay, I'll press it. Louder.
And we have a special guest today, too. Yeah, we have a special guest today, too.
Yeah,
right.
Guys, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the show. We have a special guest today. We have our drummer, Jonny, on the show.
Oh, right.
After all, the show is about it. We're the special guest.
Yes.
And Jonny's with us, and it's the Water Street Blues Band.
Water Street Blues family.
We're really excited about that.
All Water Street, all the time.
Yeah.
Well, Water Street is going to be a lot of surprises tonight with the technology. As you guys know, Bell Canada has been down all over Ontario, and we use that for our internet. So we've Rob and I set up a special system. We're all actually wired to each other, and then we sent the wire to where's John? John's in Wilmot, right? Or Woolwich?
Wellesley.
I think neither.
We have a physical cable going to John at Wellesley, and that goes to a payphone, and that's how we're coming to you tonight.
Perfect. System works. The system works.
Is that true, Jonny?
Yeah, we got Jonny in the green room, actually.
Hey, Jonny.
And I also wanted to say that in addition to being the World Health Organization Day, apparently it is also the International Beer Day.
Ooh!
All right.
That's
so
amazing.
like
for some
if you
love
have
beer.
to be in lockdown, I guess you might as well celebrate.
Yeah. Too bad that wasn't. I don't know.
Well, I think
Mysterious.
it's time for our blues quiz. Speaking of lockdowns and pandemics,
And missing persons.
we released an album in 2020, and we'd like to give a digital copy of it away. The album's called Talkin About, and for the first person who can guess the answer to this skill testing quiz, it's probably going to be local KW folks who will know the answer to this. It's not available on the interweb. So who is the first local drummer to play with Mel Brown when he came to town and played at Pop the Gator? And at the time, they weren't known as Mel Brown and the Homewreckers. They were known as Mel Brown and the Swamp Dogs.
Oh, that's going way
if
back.
anybody's got the answer to who was Mel Brown's first drummer, a local musician, to play with Mel Brown at Pop the Gator, and this was in the late 80s and early 90s, and for Mel Brown and the Swamp Dogs. So if anybody's got that answer, we'll send you out a digital version of our record.
All right.
We have
people waiting on the phone.
We've got a visual cue, don't we?
Oh, yeah, we have an old photo from back in 1990. There it is.
Oh,
Okay.
wait a second.
There's Mel.
Wait a second.
Oh, we have
Winner,
a
winner, chicken dinner. We've got a winner. Miss Angel Brown correctly guessed. Merv Campbell was the drummer for Mel Brown and the Swamp Dogs. Now, Merv Campbell is a really great guy. He no longer lives in our community. He lives up in Lake Country, up around Grand Bend. He's played with a lot of punk bands, the Master Beats. He played with Silvia D and the Boyfriends.
Oh yeah.
And anyway, Merv was the first drummer, and there's a little photo of Mel Brown, Leo Valvasori on bass, Scotty Urquhart on second guitar, and thumping the skins is Merv Campbell from Pop the Gator stage.
Wow, look at those names too up there.
Yeah,
I see.
great lineups at Pop the Gator. Hi, Helen from Hamilton, Ontario, and Terry Labach. No, I was not the first drummer for Mel Brown. If you've ever heard me play drums, you would know why.
All right. Well, you know what? We might do something musical at this point.
Yeah, this is going to be a relaxed show. It's just us, and we've invited Jonny, our drummer, along for the ride. We'll bring him on a little later, but we'll play.
Wacky ride.
We'll play a few tunes.
Right.
Sylvia, what would you like to start off with?
We didn't decide that.
No.
I don't know. You want to do that Ray Charles tune first?
Sure.
Okay.
We're gonna do a Ray Charles tune. It's called it's one of his older tunes.
Mm-hmm. Roomful of Blues covered it.
Did
once,
they? Okay.
Think, yeah.
It's called Hey Now.
All right.
Yep.
Well, did you ever wake up in the morning just about the break of day? Reach over to grab the pillow where your baby used to lay. Hey now, I got the blues so bad. Well, then you put on your cry like you never cried before. You even cry so loud you give the blues to your baby next door. Well, hey, hey, I got the blues so bad. I got the blues so bad, you know it hurt my feet to walk. I got the blues so bad, you know it hurt my feet to talk. Hey, hey, hey now, I got the blues so bad. have mercy on everybody. So won't you send some down to me? Well, now. Yeah, yeah, hey, now. I got the blues so bad. Could not keep it together, Paul.
I'm exhausted. Totally exhausted.
It goes back to the 20-minute workout.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm
back in the 80s.
today. I had an experience.
You must
so to
have.
speak.
Like, I mean,
I went to go to the pharmacy before lockdown, and they had reserved parking spots for 55 and older.
Oh.
I got like a VIP parking spot.
you
Check
must,
out my Facebook, please. Don't go to their Facebook. Go to my Facebook. Their Facebook's no good. There's problems with the government.
were they checking IDs?
No. They have like a parking stalls
Yeah.
reserved for 55 and over
So
customers.
did they
It was
have
terrific.
Did they have somebody masked up who were checking the IDs of the people who were parking in the stalls?
Yeah, they wondered. They thought I was off base, but I showed my ID and I qualified. And I basically was able to fall out of the car and roll into the store like a lazy pig.
Perfect.
Completely healthy, I think. So I should have been able to walk in from like miles away.
Perfect.
But it's nice to be in that problem category again.
That's good.
I get special attention. Things have been happening, Rob. What's up with you, man?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Sylvia and I are getting ready to. We're
How are your legal problems coming?
Oh, I think.
I'm sure they'll be fine. Everything will go well.
Yeah. No.
I don't want the audience to think anything bad of you.
No. We've got an entire bank of lawyers working nonstop, 24 hours a day on those.
Well, it's great to be here tonight, and it's great to say hi to everybody. It's been kind of a bad day for the province, but we'll keep soldiering on. And it just seems like more bad news for artists and performers, and our hearts go out to that community. And so maybe.
Well, luckily
so things are happening.
Yeah, this will be the last time, and things will be coming back again. So
If we behave ourselves for 4
baby,
weeks, we'll be in much better
just
shape.
behave yourself.
Yeah.
for
Luckily,
4
I got
weeks.
vaccinated right when we started the show, which was I think May or June. I did it
Did you?
myself.
Yeah.
Yes, I recall that. I recall that special technique you had.
Well, we have one of our listeners tonight. I want to give a big shout out to Brenda. She got Pfizerized today, so
Hey, congratulations.
Good for you. Way to go.
Congrats, Brenda.
That's one out of line, and keep the line moving.
Yeah, keep it coming. Keep them coming.
So, Paul.
So,
yeah. Fluffy's. I can't find Fluffy, and I was going through our video library, and I found this really weird video from Eurostan, and it's a really strange video. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people in it, but they all look strangely like you, and I don't understand. What's this all about?
What?
This is becoming a problem, and I didn't want to talk about it on the show already because it's back to back with a lot of things that happened at Easter during the day. And anyway, we'll talk about Bunny at another time. But what's happened, guys, is that the song "Vodka Drinking Woman."
Yeah,
I think we're
On
familiar.
our CD. I'll be doing it later on, hopefully, and I'll be doing it after this, hopefully. That tune has exploded in a very, very tiny country. It's actually a state that's separated from Russia back when it was part of the Prussian, Austro-Hungarian, Greek Empire. I think some of the Scottish were involved in that as well, that whole organization. And we separated off. My great-great-great-grandfather split it off. They started this country called Uralstan. It's also a vodka producer. It's been completely cut off from the rest of the world through various embargoes. Really,
I think
really strict shit, man.
I think I've heard of that, and I think they get their fresh spring water is from an outlet pipe that comes from Uralstan.
You know what they do, Rob? This is what's happening.
Into Uralstan, that's right.
The gene
from
pool.
Uzbekistan. Sorry, no, it comes into Uralstan from Uzbekistan. It's an outlet pipe.
Okay.
It might actually be
Worse,
sewage.
people don't know the truth. They made a deal. They made a potato deal with Russia, and in exchange for potatoes, they get water, and they get it piped directly from Chernobyl. And there's been a gene problem there. The gene pool has been emphasized, and there's been an accentuation of certain familiar traits that I own. Anyway, these people have gone nuts, and they are completely crazy about this tune that we did, Vodka Drinking Woman. Families have, there's
You're joking.
two families? Anyway, it's a large country,
this?
two
Have
families.
you seen the evidence of this?
Well, no, the rumor that I heard is that they love the song "Vodka Drinking Woman" and they religiously tune in to talking about live, but they never comment.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because they
Well, you
can't.
can start commenting.
They don't understand a word we're saying.
well, you know what? This is a good opportunity. Then we should probably find some translating apps to work that out for them.
Can we find that video and put it up?
Yeah, this is a newsreel actually, because the families are falling apart there, and I'll roll it now just while we're doing this.
Okay,
Just a second.
All right.
Can you get it up? Let's get it
All
up.
right, let's see.
So,
Oh my God, listen to this.
Доброго ранку, всім бажаю міцного здоров'я, мечти ваші, які є. Здоров'я самое головне. Так ви бути веселому, живому, працювати і все.
Все мужчины, вас до сих пор обманывают. Когда говорят, что любят, вам лгут все мужчины.
Всім бажаю міцного здоров'я, мечти ваші, які є.
Все мужчины мира всегда лгут. Я один вам говорю правду на всю планету. Все мужчины вас ненавидят, женщины. Ненавидят вас.
are you okay, John? John, I think John. Call an ambulance. He's gonna
He was here.
put John up now.
What is that?
I'll roll it again.
John,
just for
are
those
you
of you that
okay?
didn't catch it. Let's roll it again. Let's get John up and let's roll it again, guys. This
Come
is
on. Come on in,
just before
Johnny.
we
Come
do
on
that
in,
though,
Johnny.
you can see how people.
on
Okay,
in,
they
Johnny.
do look like me. But you can see how families have been
Johnny's afraid
blown
to join
apart by this music. People are obsessed with Fluffy. Fluffy, Fluffy, Fluffy.
Oh my God, I can't believe
They
it.
are.
That was very short though. Why don't you run it again? Because who's going to remember any of that? It was
The
so
mayor
short.
had to get involved. Let's play it again.
Вас до сих пор обманывают. Когда говорят, что любят, вам лгут
It's
все
saying
мужчины.
because of that
Доброго
stupid
ранку, всім
show.
бажаю міцного здоров'я, мечти ваші, які є. Здоров'я самое головне. Так ви бути веселому, живому, працювати і все.
Your son. This poor bastard. Honestly, she's a bitch.
Вас до сих пор
Too much.
обманывают. Когда говорят, что любят, вам лгут все мужчины.
Всім бажаю міцного здоров'я, мечти ваші, які є.
Все
not
мужчины
worried
мира
these
всегда
people.
лгут. Я один вам говорю правду на всю планету. Все мужчины вас ненавидят, женщины. Ненавидят вас.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah, your
problem.
great-great-grandfather.
There's
You
no
know, there's
problem.
some- Okay.
Okay. So that village in Uralstan, there's only two families. They love vodka drinking woman. So,
they love-
Paul, why don't you sing that
We
tune
can't play together.
directly to him?
We can't play together.
Yeah,
how
so
you
what
gonna
I
do
did,
this?
because we can't play it together, I redid the whole song. I did all the backing tracks myself from our CD. No, this is the backing track from our CD, and I'll actually sing over it live and play bass.
All right.
I want a vodka drinking woman. Don't take no
That's
ride.
right. That's what made it crazy.
I want a vodka drinking woman. Teach me how to fly. Come on and take me away. Let's get high. Well, I want a vodka drinking woman. Don't take no gin. I want a vodka drinking woman. Teach me how to sit. Come on and take me away. Let's get high. I got a beer drinking wife, and beer drinking kids. I'd like to erase some of the mistakes that I did. I'd like to start over with the martini girl. Jump in a jam and take me round the world. I want a vodka drinking woman. Don't take no ride. Come on and take me away. Let's get high.
That's you.
I wanna be her Caesar, stop her from romance. I wanna skip Manhattan and take her right home. With my baby by my side, you know I'm never wrong. Junior Malik. Well, I want a vodka drinking woman. Don't take no gin. I want a vodka drinking woman. Teach me how to sit. I want a vodka drinking woman. Don't take no ride. But I'm just the bartender. She'll never be I'm just the bartender. She'll never be mine.
Should play along. Playing along. Jump right in there. All right.
Way to go, Paul.
Sorry. Hey, thanks, guys. Yeah, I put that all. I just laid that all down myself just before the show.
Good.
Yeah, it's
So,
good. It sounded
a little
great.
bit better, right?
Good job.
Yeah, I slowed it down a little bit.
Yeah.
I got it more. I got it more in the pocket. Good. I'd like to try one more very quickly that I just wrote, if you don't mind. I did. This one's called "I'll Never Do This Again."
I'll never do this.
What do you do when it comes to time? The guy in the pen, he does the bubbles. Then you get the thing that troubles. I'll never do it all again with him.
Those aren't the words, Paul.
I'll never do it anytime.
Those aren't the words.
What do you get? Sorry.
Those weren't the words.
That's as far as I got. That's
wrote that
the
yourself.
next word. I have no idea what to do, but I'm working on it. I'm going word by word. It's good. I think it's good. It can compete.
Yeah, it's good. It doesn't sound, it's something fresh, something new.
Good.
Good.
Anyway, I'd like to know what our studio audience thinks of that last one and where we should go with it.
Our studio
Yeah.
audience.
That's right.
And our friends on Facetune.
Our interweb audience.
We'll be,
What's next?
well,
Boy, it's hard without Fluffy, eh?
it really is. It really is. We're just having, well, you know what we could do? Because we've used up a
I
lot of
gained
time.
10 pounds since Sunday.
We could jump ahead.
10 pounds.
We could jump ahead to our socials. You know, like do a little shout out to our socials, or should we do another song? Let's see if Johnny's ready. If Johnny's ready, he could join us in the next couple of minutes.
I don't see Johnny.
No, I don't see him. It's
I
not
think
even.
he's. Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's probably not.
He's waving.
Wait, he's waving, but
He's
he's
waving
super
from his
far
drum
away.
kit.
All right,
He's exercising.
We'll first go over a little bit of our socials here, just to make sure. Yeah, you want to play a song? Should we do another song?
Sure.
time?
Let's do
Who's
a song.
watching the clock here?
Let's do a
What's he
song.
doing in the green room? He's going mental.
He's running in circles.
You gotta put him up.
Seriously, what is going on?
The
What
green
is
can.
going on?
There's a bat in his room. There's a bat in the green room. Fluffy
Is it
goes
there?
away, and it goes all to hell. Johnny is being chased
crazy.
around the. Oh no!
Let's go 4 up. Let's go 4 up. Can we go 4 up?
Yeah, let's go
What's
four
going
up.
on?
Let's go 4 up.
What is going on? I can't even see him now.
Yeah, no, he's
There he is.
gone mental. There he is. He is. He's like
Oh
he's in shock from the
he's
loss
in
of Fluffy. That's what it is.
He is.
He's in shock.
no!
What the heck?
He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back newer and better, and we're gonna train him again.
What?
It's gonna be great. Okay.
So maybe
Let's do our
we'll
let's do our
song.
social and see if Johnny comes to his senses.
All right.
Johnny.
Hello. Anyway. Oh, he's
There
coming
he is.
back. He's coming back.
Oh,
there
good.
he is. Oh
There
my
he
gosh,
is.
he's gonna join us.
Ladies and
Yay!
gentlemen, Jonny Sauder.
Hey.
All right.
And the crowd goes semi-wild.
There's a must have been a bat in your studio.
No,
No?
Hey,
no,
Johnny.
it's just my nightly exercise routine.
It's like the jungle chase.
Ladies,
good now.
Minutes of intense.
Have we started yet?
yeah,
Yeah,
we
we-
just did.
Oh, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jonny Sauder, Water Street Blues Band's drummer and Paul's spiritual
And if you-
advisor.
yeah.
Johnny,
What should I do? Should I sell?
Uh,
Come on.
you do whatever you want. You're that way. Whatever you want to do.
You told me to get into this hint coin. What the hell is
Hint
hint
coin?
coin? It's no longer even on the exchange. I bought $50,000 of hint
Hint
coin
coin.
based on Johnny's recommendations. He took the money and he invested it for me. How you doing, John? Nice to see you. How's the
I'm
family?
good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Great. Everything. You're in your studio. It's great to see it develop.
Yeah, I think the last time you had me on, I don't think I was still in the house. So yeah, no, I'm out in the studio now. It's it's a fun little man cave. It's I've done a bit of work out here already and done some drum tracks for some people, and I'm working on a couple original songs with some fellow local musicians and stuff. So it's fun.
So
It's great.
so
It's great, and you're set up for working from anywhere.
What do you mean? Like from anywhere?
You're recording stuff, yeah. You're set up. You can record
Yeah.
there. You
Yeah, I can record here. So I'm working on like kind of toying around with some of my own ideas, and I finally have a space now, so I can do drums more properly than I could before. Had my old place, so that's nice. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath, and I'm trying not to like breathe into the microphone really heavily because I was just like running around just
You guys,
to be silly.
it's okay.
That's all I was doing.
Paul breathe.
There was no rhyme or
heavily.
reason whatsoever.
It's all good. So Johnny, you really
Yeah.
you were the mastermind when we pulled together our Christmas song. You walked us through all the baby steps to do our own home recording. So you taught Silvia and me how to use a digital audio workstation, and you were the mixologist on the tracks and made that song sound just stellar. You did an amazing job.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to do. It was a neat project, and it was fun to. I've never done a video tutorial. I think I made like a screen record, and I did a video or a tutorial to you guys. I've never done one of those before, so it all worked out and came out great in the end. And now we're working on a new one, which I'm excited about.
We are. There's going to be some new Water Street music coming out soon, and when I say Water Street music, I mean music. It's going to be an instrumental, and I'll let people know the title. The title of the tune is Bourbon Renewal.
drum roll. Wait, we need a drum roll. We have a drummer.
We
Do we
needed
have a drummer?
we needed a drum roll, and I blew
That's
the
okay.
timing.
Oh, I could have grabbed my sticks. If I had a heads up, I would have grabbed sticks and could have done it right behind me here.
Yeah,
This is how poor our planning is without Fluffy.
that's right.
I even had like a 30-second crazy diamond video.
Where we are in the recording, Johnny? Where are we in the recording right now? What's going on? I don't know. You guys keep me in the dark.
Well,
Until
yeah.
the very end, after you hire a bass player.
Yeah.
Well, I started it off. I did a rhythm guitar track to a click that Johnny provided me, and then I provided that track to Johnny, and then you tell the rest, Johnny.
Then I just laid my drum part over top of that, and then kind of made a mix of that, and then sent it back to you, Rob, and then you put it into a folder, a shared folder that now we're all going to use and dump all our tracks into. Then eventually I think they're all going to come back to me one by one, and then we'll put it together the same way we did with Baby Be Strong.
And
I think.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
That is the
I
plan.
don't know. You didn't involve me in any of that. I only approved the final mix.
Welcome
He did
aboard.
like 17 layers of harmonies and bass.
Yeah.
And
It's okay. Whatever we do, Paul's going to redo anyway.
that's true.
So
With effects.
yeah, that's right.
With effects.
He
of
just
course.
he erases all the tapes and just redoes the whole thing.
Yeah.
No, you did a beautiful job on Baby Be Strong, and I was skeptical about it, and it's gone great. So this is going to be a great track, folks. Rob was the principal writer on this track, and it really features his guitar work, and just has a great groove, and it might become the theme to a really good movie one day because it's a musical.
That'd be fun.
That would be really cool.
So Johnny, you're also you had sort of record us, interrupt us with Elliot and the Audio Kings. How far along are you with that record?
It's kind of a work in progress. We've things have slowed down a little bit just with COVID and on all that.
Yeah.
But we've got a few guests on it, and I've already been on a podcast, so it's already out in the open of who's on it. But we have a couple guest musicians on this one, which is kind of fun. So we actually have Matt Weiniger doing a bit of piano and some Hammond organ. And we have a guy, I think he's from Guelph. His name is Dave Whiffen.
Oh, he's
doing
great.
some saxophone.
Dave
Yeah,
Whiffen's
he's doing
amazing.
some saxophone.
Yeah.
He's layered a couple parts, which is cool. So it's going to be a little bit more more polished than the other ones, but still got that Audio King's roughness, if that makes sense. Like, it's still going to be gritty for sure. There's definitely not going to be any cleanliness about it. But it's coming along, slowly but surely. We did that one. We actually did it. We did the tracking at a different place. The last two records we did it at my parents' house, actually live off the floor. And then this one we went to Escarpment Sound.
Oh yeah.
And worked with what's his name? Brian Hewson.
Yep.
Right.
And he did a lot of stuff with Stompin' Tom and many different artists. And so he had a great room, and we wanted a good live off the floor feel to build from. And then so we did that, and now we're just kind of piecing it together. So it's a bit more of a piece together album, but we wanted guests on it, and just with COVID, we had some restrictions. So we're working it out.
The other thing that you've been talking about, and it's a thing that Paul, Silvia, and I have been working on, is technology to actually jam over the internet with low latency so that you can actually play together at the same time. You're using a software called Jamulus. How's that working for you?
So far, it's been working pretty good. I actually got introduced to it by two friends of mine who are also bandmates. Many of your viewers or listeners probably would know who their names are. Scott Fitzpatrick and Nick Barkley. So Nick Barkley, I think he might have been the one who spearheaded it originally. He's a keyboard player from Cambridge, and it's kind of fun. So you don't really see each other. It's only just audio, and you basically just can play online with anybody in the world can join in. If you have a private network, you can kind of have your own little closed circuit, or you can jam with just about anybody in the world. And the further they are away, you get a little bit more latency, but it's not bad. It's about roughly average of about 30 to 40 milliseconds, maybe. So it's audible, but it's not too bad. And whoever's kind of leading the song has to sort of drive the bus. Like, if I was drumming, I can't slow down to catch up to Scotty's bass playing. I have to sort of like keep locked in, because now he's going to be locked in to me on his end. It's kind of complicated, but we're working it out and we're getting better at it.
Well, we're trying to figure out this. It's hard. It's a combination of hardware and software. It's called Jacktrip. It's by a bunch of folks, academics in what university is it, Silvia?
They're at Stanford University, and it's a not-for-profit group, but they are working to help musicians all over the world. They're setting up servers. Actually, you can use Jamulus and/or Jacktrip servers, so they're kind of working collaboratively to try and reduce that latency. They've developed a little sound card that, just like you said, Johnny, you don't actually have video unless you add to it. Oh, Rob's going to bring it out on display here without taking down our camera.
For the video side of stuff, you can pretty much use anything. You could use Skype. But we've just done just made a Facebook Messenger group chat, with the three of us, and just open up a video call.
Yeah.
Right. So at least then you have a visual, but then the audio is still coming from Jamulus, which is it's fun. I mean, we've done it. I've done it with the drums here behind me, and we're just working out a way to do basically each of us do multi-track on our end, but then send a stereo just left and right to Jamulus, so the other person on the other end can hear you, but you can record multi-track on your end and then record that, and then theoretically, you would dump it into a shared folder, kind of like what we're doing, and then
correct it.
Basically, we can sync up all our parts later, and then so it's more dialed in, which is. We don't know if it's going to work. It's a theory. It's an idea. We don't know why it wouldn't work. We're just going to have to kind of figure out the ins and outs of it. But it's a workaround for the times that we're in, and we miss playing with each other so much. We're trying to figure out how can we keep like writing ideas or playing together or coming up with stuff and still,
Well, John,
it's our big goal. It's our big goal with this show to eventually get to be able to play on the road as well, of course, primarily, but have this in the background and keep it going and keep bringing talent to the show from all over Canada, hopefully, and beyond.
But our goal, Paul, is to get the jamming software so the four of us ideally can play together here audio only. Mm-hmm. But if we can possibly figure it out, get audio and a video feed, which may be a little bit offline with the audio, but at least you can get it out so that we can live stream it as part of this show, mm-hmm. and do a live show with the full band.
I think we can get it to about if we could get it down to about 15 milliseconds, and that we probably, it's good if you're sort of 100 to 150 kilometers apart, and then hook into that same server. We might be able to do it. And that's about 20 milliseconds is like 6 feet across the stage. So that's kind of a number you could probably handle for practicing 20 or 30, but for performance you'll probably want it a little bit lower. So we'll keep trying.
Yeah, it depends on the type of internet you have too. So
for sure.
Like right now, I'm on a fiber line now, so that was a huge jump from what we had even just like 6 months ago, for where I am. So it's been a lot better for doing that sort of thing. So we're gonna experiment with me trying to be the server, like the host with the Jamulus thing. I'm gonna figure that out, and then we're gonna try that out and see if we can even lower the latency even more just by using that. Mm-hmm. And well, it's trial and error.
We're not on fiber where we are, so
no, because we're close to the University of Waterloo, only 5 minutes, but for some reason we have the low tech.
So we've sent out threatening letters to all of our neighbors to tell them that they need to be off internet and have their children off of the internet within a certain number of hours each week.
True.
And
tell them the truth.
Cease and desist letters have gone out to our neighbors.
This is the legal problem.
These are the legal problems Paul alluded to. The cease and desist letters have gone out, and so far we haven't had any responses. We've had a few of them sort of crumpled up in our garbage outside, but we want to shut down the neighborhood's internet so that we have the pipe completely free for us.
Right, we're still not going to have the fiber. Well, it's just getting
more and more jammed now. There's just so many people on it, and there's high times and low times. It's going to be one of the biggest commodities in the future.
Well,
anyway, this is a very philosophical show.
Yes, and Johnny has, I was going to say, he's got the market on it since he's just has the fastest fiber you can get. Right?
It was just kind of luck. When we first moved in, we saw construction happening in front of our house, and we're like, what's going on? And then we learned later on that there was a fiber line literally running in front of our porch.
Wow.
And we live right in town, and I was like, holy shit. Okay, cool. And then it wasn't till almost a year later, because the internet we had was working fine. And then I was starting to do more file sharing. And then as COVID started happening, I was doing more of stuff online. And I was like, and we were on like a DSL link, which isn't bad. But when I was doing a lot of if I wanted to do this or wanted to do some jamming, it was just choking so bad. And then so I inquired about this fiber, and it was not that much more, and it was 10 times better, more reliable. And I was like, cool, okay. And to run a fiber link into our house, it was super short, so it didn't cost hardly anything. The guy could dig it into our house with a spade shovel. It was so short.
Incredible.
So yeah, so it worked out. And now for doing this sort of thing, it's great. And I mean, being stuck at home and now with a family, so it's kind of good. I can just run out behind, run out the back door to the shed and do this sort of stuff, and then go back in the house and play dad.
Perfect. It's perfect.
So
and
that's wonderful.
Were we going to try, guys? Are we going to try and go through? Paul has, I know, a special section of his vintage vinyl. We were just going to go through that. With Johnny.
We should do that.
I just want to say though, there's going to be the really fortunate people with good Wi-Fi, and there's going to be us, where Silvia and I were on a party line, no, it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be a commodity. Anyway, yes, that's true. We've put together a special vinyl collection, and John, we'd like to have you on we'd like to have a guest commentator on the show as we go through it.
Yeah.
For those of you that know, I have a vast collection of vinyl. And one of my special interests, both in terms of vinyl, but in terms of theater and in terms of my own eroticism, is dummies, the use of dummies and ventriloquism. I find ventriloquism to frankly be goddamn sexy.
What? Okay.
Like literally goddamn sexy.
I like how
Okay.
you increased the reverb just as you got into this. Just to make you sound more godlike.
Yes.
All right.
No, seriously though, ventriloquism is a serious thing, and over the years,
Oh my
it
God.
has been shat on because of people don't think it's music, and I think it falls under the category of talk albums, self-help. It also falls under the category of comedy, and I think it can fall under the category of religion, depending on how you hold the dummy.
Yeah, except that I'm okay. Well, maybe we can talk about it later. But I'm trying to
mean?
see how. Well, it's a recording thing. Like you use 2 microphones for ventriloquist.
Silvia, you can imagine the ventriloquist. I know it doesn't make sense, does it? People, that's why they're trying to delegitimize it. You can imagine the problem that is, right, Johnny?
Oh,
The
absolutely.
logistical problem. Yeah, before video came out.
I mean, you
How
need
do you do it
two
with a record?
microphones.
So this segment you've entitled "Show Me Your Wood."
Okay.
Interesting.
All right. Practical ventriloquist. Here we go.
Okay, so listen, great act. Gone now, both gone. One just natural causes. The other one was in a sale, an estate sale.
I heard
Became
it was a fire.
maybe in a fire now.
It's Chips of
called
Wisdom.
Chips.
Sorry.
Sylvia's going to be our reader because I don't have my glasses.
Sorry,
You've got
okay,
you have best eyes out of all of us.
It's actually it's a screen here.
No, actually, I think it was a wood chipping accident.
Okay, guys. Okay. Well, it was like we've got this is a very unusual one. I don't even
Shiver my timbers.
Shiver me timbers.
Really a staple
Captain,
of that
can you
scene.
read that? Maybe Johnny can read it. I can't read the.
Is it Captain Hook and his Christian pirate crew?
Interesting. There's
Oh, I
a
see
person
the-
dressed up as the devil.
I think that says Captain Hook, but I'm not sure. I think it's and his. I think it says Christian pirate crew, which in itself is funny. Wow.
Okay,
That's
sing
very
along and
strange.
sing along in scriptures.
Let's keep going because we've got over 20 of these.
Okay, let's go.
I've really had an interest over the years. Hank Hardwood, really kind of a this
Ready or
is
not.
really my alter ego. If you go back, let's go back. This is my alter ego. You'll see later on. I was in the industry for a while, and I put out solo records, just the dummy, which is a more challenging.
That's unusual. That's unusual.
Ready or not?
All right. And what's next here?
Master Ace,
Uh-huh.
Me and the Biz,
with the
Biz.
biz.
top notch. He's top notch.
Yep.
Wow, this is like. How many? You've got a
So
lot of these.
it's a very diverse
some
form
great-
of entertainment.
Great
Keep
bling.
moving. It's very heavy, dummy.
Okay, Marcy shows up in all your collections, Paul, whether we're doing ventriloquists or not. I don't think you have a thing for it. Is it from Marcy?
She's hot.
Just wait, okay.
This is quite a collection, Paul.
It's just so.
Like Jeff Dunham has nothing on this.
No, I know he doesn't even come close. Paul's
He
got
doesn't
the
even come
world's
close to
largest-
to
Oh my
Marcy.
God.
Wow.
No.
Marcy.
And,
Okay, guys. Okay.
She's
Oh,
hands
what
free
about
too.
Geraldine?
Oh, wow.
What
Let's
about
go
Geraldine?
back. Let's go back. Hands free. That is an art. You go hands free. She throws that voice. She can throw that voice. They're
Wow.
not, let's go. Geraldine and is it Hickey?
And
Daisy.
Ricky. And Ricky.
And Hickey.
And,
Ricky.
guys, can anybody on Facebook or YouTube tell us what it says? Is it Hickey Or Rick?
No, it's Ricky.
I see Ricky.
I think
Okay.
it's
You know
Ricky.
what? Trees talk too.
Okay.
They
It's
do.
like you got a
They
lot
do.
of reverb
They
there.
do.
That's like Paul's the voice of God.
Okay, let's do the next one. It's fluffy.
Now, I can't tell which one of those is the ventriloquist dummy.
Wow. Paul,
Is it creepy that I kind of see a similarity with that ventriloquist and Paul? Like I see like just in the face.
No, we're not related,
You
but
know-
he's
Not related?
definitely one of the biggest compliments, John, is being copied.
Oh yeah, no, classic, a classic.
Howdy do.
Howdy doody, it's howdy doody time.
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Yeah, and this is rare. There aren't a lot of Christmas ventriloquism things. This involves 3 people too. This is hard.
There's 2 people in one dummy, but okay. Anyway.
What do you think, John? It's almost athletic.
Now the titles on this album, it's called. What's it called?
Terry and Mary Puppet Fantasies.
And what are the songs, Sylvia?
Love Me
Read the songs.
featuring Love Me Tender. What is it?
Okay, let's make Johnny the
This
reader
can't-
for this show.
Okay.
Do I have the radio voice for this?
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
You'd be the
So
reader.
it's what was the name? Something in Mary.
luck.
What was it?
Terry and Mary, John.
Terry
Terry.
and Mary Puppet Fantasies featuring the Love Me Tenders, Hand Up My Ass, and Just Call Me Woody.
You're
How was
hired.
that?
You're hired.
You're hired.
You're hired.
My
Oh my
You
God.
gotta come
I've
back.
never done a voiceover. Some people say I would be good at it. I've never done it.
Some people will
No,
be
some
calling
people
you.
would be correct.
Yeah.
Just
We gotta
call
work with
me
you.
Woody. You know, it's I don't find it when you do voiceovers like that. It's how you almost end the word too, like love me tender.
And you know what's amazing, Johnny, is
You
that
go, you kind of you go you just kind of you kind of roll the end off, you know,
Right,
so it just
right,
sounds
right.
like hand up my ass, and really just get into the microphone and just really get in there, and it seems to add this more intenseness and more just right in there.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's
Right
perfect.
up close
Okay,
and
we've
personal.
got more for you then. I think Paul probably have a couple more records for.
I'm starting
Oh,
to have
here's
some
one.
wood problems. Okay,
Gary
let's-
Hunter and Rusty.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Now,
It's referring-
Gary and Rusty, tumult. I love this word too. Tumultuous relationship.
Tumultuous relationships.
Can you take the reverb off, John? How do you do it?
I don't know.
The radio? Tumultuous relationship. Yeah, that sounds more FM. They had a tumultuous relationship. Anyway, Rusty got stuck
Okay.
in a place that he couldn't get out of.
Okay.
Let's just leave it at that.
Oh, Shrimpenstein. I've heard of this guy. He actually had a TV show on
Easy for you to say.
in California, and it was the world's worst produced, low budget, lo-fi. And you can find YouTube clips of this. You know, if,
Oh, you have to.
and if you thought that House of Frightenstein was low budget, this takes House of Frightenstein and just
at this
eliminates the entire budget. You should watch it. It's worth the
it's-
watch. Shrimpenstein.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Oh,
YouTube after
it's-
the show's over.
Yes. And now we have this. Ooh.
Oh,
What is this?
that's
The Adventures
disturbing.
of Uncle Cousin, another very close family.
Everybody's
Uncle Cousin.
related. Everybody's related.
Again, special.
Johnny, what's can you read the fine stuff? What does it say?
It says, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. It's Bill something. Salisbury? Salisbury?
Very good.
I guess. Bill Salisbury and special guest Ed Lyman. Or Lyman. Lyman. I would think it'd be Lyman.
Yeah.
And it's the Adventures of Uncle Cousin.
Adventures of Uncle Cousin.
Oh, do that again.
The Adventures of Uncle Cousin with Bill Salisbury and special guest Ed Lyman.
All
Stay
right.
tuned. You'd never guess the drummer of all these different bands would be the guy who would have the radio voice. I almost never have a mic, and I'm usually just doing backup vocals.
And you do them great too.
Yeah, you do amazing.
I do lead vocals, just not very often. I should do them more. My wife, fiance Brittany, she always says I should do more lead vocals, which I should.
Well, she's right.
She's
I
right.
think I'm just self-conscious of my own voice.
Yeah, we all are.
You don't need.
You should replace me.
Replace you.
But they wouldn't know. I would just.
Oh man,
mouth
this
it.
one right here, this title alone would just be awesome for a radio voice.
Okay.
Do it.
Low down and dirty. Does that say uncensored, or censored? It should say uncensored.
It says censored. Yeah. Well,
Now,
censored.
Now this
Why?
is.
Do it again, but get dirty. Get dirty this time. One more time.
What? Like for doing what?
Do it, but make the word dirty sound more dirty.
Oh,
Make it more dirty.
I'm not a dirty person at all. I'm a very stand-up citizen.
Just for me.
Let's
Do it for
see.
me.
Of course, I'm going to put this on the internet, and then 10 years later, my daughter's going to find this. Okay, so low down and dirty.
wow.
So Richard and Willie. Richard
Rock
and
and
Willie.
roll, yeah,
Richard
okay.
and Willie. They put out many albums together, and they were like. Richard is an incredible ventriloquist. I've seen him work, and he's probably one of the best ventriloquists I've ever seen.
Ever.
Lips don't move. He can make
Huge
he
talent.
can make Willie do anything he wants, and we found some video.
Sure, and we'll just do a little setup. It's a short video of because even though he does some raunchy things, he did a fantastic children's performance that was recorded with host James Earl Jones of all people. So
A young James Earl Jones.
yeah, it's great to watch, and you can see the whole thing if you pick it up on YouTube. And here's a little clip.
He gets nothing here. Look, Willie, let's do a song. Okay, then, let's do Sonny, then. Sonny, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, you give me a thrill. Break on, then. Sonny, yeah. Woo, if you go, I know that your sister will. Baby, it's you and me. And that's the way that it ought to be. Sonny, Sonny so true. I'm in love with you. Know your horn, lady. Come on, do that, dude. Hey, where's he going?
Do that.
I don't know where you going there. Where you going there? You going to the John.
How do you do
That's
that,
down the hall,
John?
2 seats on the left, man.
No, I'm gonna introduce the next act.
Hey, I'm gonna do that. You wanna do it? Yeah, let me go get you, man. I'll help you introduce the next act.
Okay.
Okay, let me go there, man.
All right. Let's go over here.
That's awesome. Wow, he's really good.
Yeah, no, he's
So good.
he's tremendous.
Amazing.
That this cover, I just can't get over it. Like when I first glance at the puppet, I was like, wow, it's kind of got a like it's got the little Richard like mustache
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
and got like the John Lennon glasses, which is pretty badass, and then
Yeah.
afro on
Totally.
top of it.
Yeah. Just
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
solid
Real
talent
deal,
group.
real deal.
Yeah.
And then there's
This is just odd.
Dodd.
No,
Dodd.
no, not necessarily. Ken Dodd, kind of rare guy. Can you read this, Johnny?
Ken Dodd and the Diddy Man? Ken Dodd and the Diddy Man. I don't know what the fine print in the bottom there. I didn't rehearse any of this. We're doing it live.
Yeah, sorry to put you on the spot. Let's move
Yeah,
on.
no kidding.
That's
that,
another
12?
hands-free model.
Hmm?
It's another hands-free guy.
Hands free. What's this? Mr.
This
Dress Up.
is
Canadian
Pretty
CanCon.
awesome.
This wasn't really ventriloquists as much as it is hand puppets. Is that right, Paul? This is your collection.
Yeah, no, it's more like to do with hands. And the kid was called Casey, wasn't it? Wasn't the boy called Casey?
Casey and Finnegan.
If anybody, let the audience do that, Rob. Let's see get participation. We're never going to get 1,000 likes on FaceTube. Yeah, he was great. I liked him a lot. I still have dreams about him.
Aw.
Senior.
Oh, I remember this guy.
From Ed Sullivan.
Loved him.
That's his hand.
He was an artist.
And this
Vaudeville guy, serious guy.
And it's really serious guy. That's his hand. The puppet's made out of his hand, and he's got the clothing draped.
Is that
around.
like his thumb is like the chin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
so
one of
they
those.
ma-
some
Oh,
lipstick
cool. One of
on it.
those.
Yeah.
And a great ventriloquist, and he started off at the age of 15.
That feels amazing, by the way. Do that when you do that with your hand.
Okay.
Try it.
He started out in Spain as
And you thought I was dirty.
Yeah, exactly. As a bullfighter at the age of 15, he had an accident. This is a true story. He had an accident.
A bullfighting accident.
Yep.
And his hand looked like a small woman after the
Sort of.
accident.
You're so close. You're so close, Paul. So what happened was he went into physiotherapy, and they got him to exercise his hand. And through that, he developed this act. Actually, he joined the circus. He did all kinds of things, and ended up, I don't know, in
vaudeville.
And then we saw him on the Ed Sullivan Show. But yeah, he's actually originally a bullfighter.
True story. True story.
True story.
Did the hand burp? Yes, and wouldn't he go? Yes. Was that the act?
That was a different guy. I
Yes.
think.
Yes.
Was it?
guy?
Yes. No. That was
No.
That was a different.
Facing
That was a
the
different guy. He
It's all right.
Yeah, he had a guy in a box. He had a
thought
puppet
was
in a box.
Margarine.
Right, yeah,
Oh
okay.
yeah, that's right.
Stupid
Okay, no,
LSD.
this
Oh,
is
we're
what
missing.
is
We're
it?
missing one.
Okay, we got one more.
We have
One
one
more.
more.
Oh my goodness.
So I said earlier, I've also been
no.
able to squeeze in some time as a ventriloquist over the years. I had a stage name, Paul Hardwood. John, would you mind reading the whole thing and maybe give some recognition to the record company and the people that were financially behind this whole
That
thing?
from Decca Records. Wow. You really, yeah. Paula Hartwood and special friend Willie Hardwood, or Willie Wood, just Willie Wood. Not even hard, just Wood.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me try that again. We'll take that from the top. Take two. Paul Hardwood and special friend Willie Wood, coming at you from Decca Records.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Jeez.
So I hope we have a clip actually that we'll play now. This was funded. Interestingly enough, this was funded by the Canada Wood Council.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Ponerme la chancla y el bañador. Voy a la playa, ya subió la marea.
How is this passion?
Okay, that's just great, Dave.
Wait, no, just seriously.
That is the creepiest. That is the creepiest ventriloquist
I can't-
record ad
I
I've
can't-
ever
I
seen.
don't know what I've
Heard
just
in my
seen.
life.
I don't know what I
Do you see now why it's a legitimate thing? It's legit.
Based on that video?
All right.
I don't think that makes it legitimate.
Wow.
But yeah,
It's
that
already
was
past 10. It's
so
been a
wild.
It's been a
Been
great
a
show. It's already
wild,
past 10.
wild
Yeah.
Man, we're just getting warmed up, too.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
know,
we-
we'll
we
see what the
could go for
network.
another
Going
hour.
tonight. Let's just keep going tonight. Whoever's around, stick around.
Yeah, the network's not going to
We
mind.
have a lot of
I don't
material
think.
still. No, we can.
Did we get
can-
timed out at any point?
No, it doesn't
No?
seem to.
No.
Cool. Okay.
No. I have to keep putting quarters in the meter though.
Anybody around still?
Let's see.
Yeah, there's lots of people. Hey, how are you? And you know what? We can.
You know what?
we
My
can-
phone rang right in the middle of the show, and I have a
I
voice.
know.
I have a voicemail from Merv Campbell.
Oh, get Merv on the
Oh,
phone.
cool.
Get Merv on the
I'm
phone.
gonna
See
get.
if he wants to
I'm
be
gonna
on the
get Merv
show.
on the phone. I'm gonna see if I can get him on the phone.
Call him on
guys,
the phone. Let's put him
way
on the
back
thing.
in the beginning of the program, guys. I don't know if you remember. Rob was. Oh, he's going to go ahead and call Merv Campbell. Here he is, right there.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, so
Yeah, let's
So
what are you
that
doing
picture.
between?
So this picture right here, this is actually, that picture was from at Pop the Gator.
yes, yeah. that
Okay.
was
Go back
really-
to
Yeah,
the
that
picture.
that place was gone before I ever was old enough to, enter. Before I
No,
ever
no.
got into bars or anything like
I
that.
don't remember the white curtain so much. I remember it as that must have been a daytime thing or something was going on. Like I remember it.
Guys,
Yeah.
say hi to the listening audience, Merv. Sorry, I've got my
Got to
phone-
put it on speaker.
Yeah, put him
There we
on.
go.
Yeah, put him on
How's that?
speaker.
That sounds great, buddy. What's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing, Merv?
Hey, Merv.
Hello, guys. How's it going, man?
Good.
So Merv, you were the question in our blues quiz today. We no,
You were the
weren't.
answer. You were the answer.
Put it up.
you
put
were
it
the
up again.
answer.
You can see it.
No, it's Wednesday. You were the
For crying out loud.
you were the you were the question. We asked who was the which local drummer was the first drummer with Mel Brown at Pop the Gator and played with Mel Brown and the Swamp Dogs, and you were the question in our blues quiz today.
Nobody answered.
Yes.
Zero.
No.
One.
No,
Miss
people answered
Angel.
it right away.
Miss Angel run right away. She remembered you. Isn't that awesome? We'll have to send Merv and Lindy a prize
Hey Merv,
too.
I got a question for you. It's Paul here. We've got a picture up of the band with Leo. You're on drums. Mel, of course, on guitar. Who's the other person on guitar?
Kellerman, probably. No.
No, I think it's
Sean.
Scotty Urquhart. I think that's
Oh, Scotty was on there, too. Yeah, I think Sean played once in a while, too. But, yeah, Scotty. Yeah, man, that's a long time ago, dudes.
March 1990.
it's March 1990.
Wow.
Yeah, you had a mullet.
Well, Merv, I want to say that you are our first call-in guest, and I appreciate you being on. And I'll call you tomorrow, and we'll have a longer chat. Okay?
All right, buddy. Well, thank you very much for the plug online.
No,
On the air.
no problem. No problem. So, want to say?
I'm going to get back to pissing off Lindy. I've been playing drums for a little while, so
Okay.
we'll see how that works out for me.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Have a great night, guys.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Merv.
Thanks, Merv.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you soon, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
You definitely have to send Merv that picture.
Yes, and it's from. I think we got it from him. I think
Okay.
We
then
saw it on
never
his.
mind.
We
Okay.
saw it
perfect.
on. We picked it up on his Facebook page without his permission. So, yeah, so much for that. But you know what? I think we'll have to send Merv an album too. And
Yeah, we will.
Oh, yeah.
He was our first call-in guest. This is great. We tried some new technology.
right,
It
guys.
sort of worked.
Breaking new ground.
Breaking new ground. I just figured out I had
Talking
to take
about
my,
live.
I had-
Breaking new ground.
I had to take my headphones off.
I had to. Sorry, I had to.
No, it's all good.
Perfect.
It's all good.
Perfect.
But I figured out halfway through the phone call that I had to take my headphones off and put the phone beside the headphones so he could hear what you guys were saying to him.
Oh, good thinking.
Right, right.
Good
And
thinking.
Yeah.
and then sort of anyway, this can work. We can
Yes.
make this work.
Yes.
We're breaking even more ground. Never before seen.
We'll just plug that into the
Before
infamous-
your very eyes. My daughter's going to have the craziest dad.
Yes,
Oh my
she
God.
is. Yeah,
Just
lucky
wait till
kid.
she's going to be 10 months on Thursday. So like she's just getting into books now, not to turn this over to dad talk or anything,
Well,
but
you
like
need to. You
yeah,
need to.
like she's getting into like the books and looking at stuff, and so it's getting fun now. So if it comes to story time, I can just totally see myself, and Britt included, she would vouch for this. And she's like, "You're totally going to be that guy who's going to be like doing all the voices." And I'm like, "Yeah, probably."
Yes.
But
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah, all the voices. But what you just said just reminded me of something. When I was growing up in Winnipeg, we had the Red River X, which was a smaller version of the C&E, and there was an exhibit, and there was a tape that was running to. They didn't have a barker. They just had this tape running, and it should have said, "Was Darwin right? See Pandora turn from a beautiful woman into a hairy ape." And this tape had been running for like 100 years, and by the time we heard it, was Darwin right? See Pandora turn from a beautiful woman.
So they just played it really slow, or the tape was just that worn out?
The tape was stretched and worn out.
Oh, wow.
It was epic.
Really loose.
It was epic.
It was really loose.
And there was me and my friends we to this day we just break into that at a moment's notice. It's just the silliest thing in the world.
So it is
Cool.
totally silly. I do have access to some video. Did we want to show a little Crazy Diamonds? Is that something you would like us to show, Johnny? We got a little clip from a show.
Oh, like my band? Crazy?
Yeah,
Mhm, yeah.
Crazy Diamonds.
Yeah,
Oh, cool. Yeah, sure.
We
Why
got
not?
a little
Go
bit
for
of
it.
that. A little bit of that. I think it was
Johnny and who else was in the band?
Shine. There was a song.
Jesse Weber
before
leads
you
it.
run it, I'll just quick give you the
Yeah.
the lineup. Well, me on drums. Jay Carrero plays bass. Nick
Okay.
Barkley plays keys. Jesse Weber plays guitar and does the lead vocals. Jack
Jesse.
Pender is the other guitar player and also does some backup vocals. And
Divines.
Danielle Beck plays saxophone, and then all the Divines. So
And
Wendy
all the
Carrero, Denica Gannett, and Emily Barkley are all our backup singers, which then they have their own project, the Divines, and so that's kind of the whole shebang. It's
Okay.
a lot of fun.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, it's the start of the show.
That guy on drums. Ooh.
Ooh.
Fun
That was
time.
awesome.
I miss
That
all
was
those
great.
people.
That was
Man,
great.
it's good times. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Great performance.
it was a lot of fun. That was I think that was at Elements.
Yeah, it looked like it had the big sound and big lights of the big club.
Yeah,
You can see-
well, a lot of that, the sound and the lighting really. I got to do a shout out to Trevor Woodhouse, and on the sound and stuff like that. He's such a pleasure to work with. If you ever get a chance to work with him, he's an absolute joy. And he's like one of those sound guys who he's not just a sound man. He's like almost part of the band. You know, he's a guy who just
Fantastic.
absolutely like loves what he does. Like he's a passionate sound man. He's not only technically
Yeah.
good, but he's just like passionate about doing it.
For sure.
So
Yeah.
it's yeah. And then oh my God,
Thank
I'm
you.
so bad at remembering our lighting guy's actual name. Everyone calls him Schmiddles.
Okay.
That's his nickname, and I'm sure some of our listeners or your listeners will definitely know who I'm maybe talking about. And he's been around the area for a long time, and he's kind of he's very into Pink Floyd too. So he knew
name,
what to do.
Please leave us a message so we can.
Well, I think
Yeah.
I think we've come to the end of our vinyl, and we've come to the end of our guest spot.
End
Johnny,
of the road.
you're not really a guest, but you are a guest on tonight's show. So thank you so much for agreeing,
no problem.
agreeing to be with us and bringing your FM voice to the show.
You're very welcome. Stay tuned till next time.
Well, that's a good segue.
That's a good segue.
Yeah, because
I could do my own voiceovers for myself. How much more egotistical could you get?
It's fantastic.
It wouldn't be called a voiceover, though.
No.
Well, I don't know.
What would that be?
Something.
I don't know. We'll think about that. We'll have
Yeah.
to have a contest around that.
Right. So that was
If you need
fantastic.
voiceover for stuff, I could do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we
if
probably will.
anybody needs voiceover, contact
I'm not
us.
playing gigs. I'm just
Contact
during my
us.
day
Good
job
idea.
and then doing stuff online. So,
Good rates, John?
Yeah.
Good rates?
oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
only
Per word.
$1,000 an hour. It's super affordable.
I think
Per
you can
word
do
or
that.
per hour?
You can do that from your bedroom closet.
Yes, you
Just a
could.
beautiful.
You could.
Little isolation.
But Johnny's got a studio. It's even better.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Why would
It's
he
a glorified man cave.
Good for you. That's
Part
fantastic.
studio,
You know how hard you
but-
worked at it, and it's turned out great, and you're making great use of it.
Yeah, it was a lot of work to turn it into this. It took over almost 2 years of a lot of, painstaking renos
Promise us something.
and a lot of
Promise us
money.
something. Promise that you'll give us a tour,
Oh
Right.
yeah,
like a handheld tour next time with your camera. Show us your
Yeah.
rig.
for sure.
And it's enormous. Like the picture tonight doesn't do it justice. It's a replica of Studio Number 2 at Abbey Road
That's
in
a great
every
idea,
respect.
Paul. That's a
I
great idea.
wish.
It's got the stairs. You've even got stairs up to the George
Well-
Martin. Do you have like a stuffed George Martin up in the booth?
Yeah, there's an upstairs. It's got some storage. It's a good size. I mean, for what it is, it's a good size. I'm very happy with it.
I've
Brittany
been
and I
there. It's
lucked-
kind of weird, John.
Yeah,
You've got
Brittany
this
and I have
recording.
lucked out with this place. But I'm happy to have it. And Brittany, bless her soul. She knew I needed a space if we were going to move in together. She knew I needed a space to do my thing because I can't just be stuck in a house. I can't. It's just not who I am. So thankfully
Sure.
this place is here,
Came
and
up
I'm
with-
glad to be using it for either on your music. I'm now going to be on the second song for you guys, and who knows what the future will hold.
Who
So
knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Voiceover for sure.
Well,
who knows? I could do it. I haven't done it. I haven't pursued it, but maybe it's a calling that I haven't before even tried.
There you go.
No, you are natural, man. You have the
Really?
voice. Oh, absolutely. You've
Yeah.
got the voiceover thing just nailed.
Yep, for sure.
I just use my imagination. Almost the sillier it is, the better. I don't know. You could do it almost anything. Like you just pick a topic. Anything on your,
You just bought a
spigot
dozen eggs.
you just buy a dozen. Okay. I don't do well when I'm put on the spot, which just sucks. Music is the medicine.
That's good enough.
It's not a band without the beat.
It just keep coming in.
I don't know.
That's perfect.
Nothing to do with
It's
it.
all
Great.
kinds of
Thanks,
different
John.
stuff.
Thanks, John.
Johnny,
Anyway.
thank you.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for having me on, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Well, stick around for the after party. If we're having a wild after party, so don't go anywhere. We'll be
I
wrapped
have
up
nowhere.
in a second.
The family's asleep, and I'm out
Okay.
here and can make as much noise as necessary,
All right.
so we can do whatever we need to do.
All right.
Perfect.
Thanks
Yeah.
so much.
Thanks, Johnny.
Okay,
Bye.
we'll talk to you guys in a bit.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Yeah,
everybody.
we're staying here. Are we staying here,
Yeah.
Rob? I forget.
Yeah,
what
we
we're
are.
doing
I
next.
think we
Oh,
we
okay,
need
we're
to
gonna
announce who's our guest is next
week. We're having a very talented jazz singer Mary Catherine Pisano. Not that guy. Wait.
No.
What do we do without Fluffy? Mary Catherine Pisano will be joining us on April 14th at 9 p.m. And we're looking forward to her showing us her studio. And she'll be singing some jazz and playing us some music. So really looking forward to that.
Mary
great.
Catherine's amazing, an incredible artist.
Seen her
and,
at the local jazz room, and she also has her own home studio, so we'll be able to get together
Yeah, and I
next
think
week.
it's great that we're bringing jazz back to the show too. We've had jazz a few times, and I think that'll be a great show. We'll talk about
Oh, yeah.
jazz a bit, and think
Oh, yeah.
we'll look at maybe doing some vinyl on jazz next week.
Great
that's
idea.
a great
It'll be
idea.
a great show. I hope you guys join us.
Anyway, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Rob. Silvia.
I'm Sylvia. Good night, everybody.
Where's Fluffy?
Yeah.
What happened to Fluffy, Paul? Okay. Okay,
I'm Paul.
I am avoiding this subject.
Listen,
very
guys.
strongly.
Let's stay safe. Let's stay home. We love you. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you had fun. We had a lot of fun, and we stretched it a bit, but it's great to see you.
Oh my God,
Take care.
he's running around.
It's time to pack up.
Studio again.
It's time to pack up. Johnny's
He's
running around the studio.
again.
It's time to pack up.
Terrifying.
It's time to pack up.
It's not. Oh my God. Good night, Johnny. Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. We're so happy you could be here for a short time. Oh, so rude.
Oh, Paul.
So glad you could join us. Please disregard those
We're
childish sounds.
We're the Water Street Blues Band, and this has been Talking About Live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Join us next Wednesday at 9 p.m. when our special guest will be Mary Catherine Pizzano.
Johnny, you do the last good night.
Good night, everybody. Tune in next week at 9 p.m. for Talking About Live with the Water Street Blues Band.